Welcome to episode 26 of the NEKO-ALPHA show, bringing you the latest NFT Alpha and insight from the United NEKO Alliance here in Tokyo. Today's show will hit the Alpha, do a quick Spaces recap, and a quick drop of community news as well. Before we start, please remember this is not financial advice. Do your own research. Herein is our commentary, info sharing, and our individual assessments of the NFT and Web3 space here in Japan. So, let's start the show.
GM.
Hey, GM, Neil here. So jumping in on the Alpha, we've got an update on NounSNUG, which we introduced last week. It looks like they are still on schedule for their whitelist mint on the 26th and the public sale on the 27th, reveal on the 30th, but they dropped the price down to 01 for whitelist and 02 for public sale. And another update, this one on Murakami. So the pre-mint raffle for the Lucky Cat coin bank has been, the result has been delayed a little bit. So if you're signed up for that and you didn't hear yet, you may still have a chance, so stay tuned for that. And here's the NFT ranking in Japan for the last 7 days, and we see some of the familiar projects at the top here. Crypto Ninja Partners #1, Murakami #2, BOSO #4, and last week we talked about Drops Meta Kawaii. They're at #5, and they are now revealed. So here's the art for that. Very colorful.
We talked to them. We talked to them in our spaces. We were really anticipating what the actual art is going to look like. In my opinion, I don't think they disappointed. Looks exactly like what I was hoping it would be. Really cool. A lot of different traits that are really interesting and fun, and I like it.
Yeah, and remember here, I'll just flash up this tweet here, but they have quite an ambitious ecosystem of projects planned with digital fashion at the center. There's metaverse, there's collaboration, avatars, and real events and community. So look forward to seeing more on that. What's the 3K items and 0.08 and 1.1K owners. So as we've mentioned before, if you're over 30%, that's pretty good for a Japan project because people tend to flip less, basically. And moving on to a new entry here at number 8, Waste Street in New York. This is an interesting one. 300 items, so small collection, 209 owners, very high owner number, and floor price 1.15 floor. And it's pre-reveal, and that's the real floor price because there's been several, quite a few sales that were creeping up from the 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.7, 0.9, and then it hit 1. So that's been happening. And I
think this is an artist who's had a, yeah, go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, here's a look at the artist. So he goes by the name of MAGO. He does art from garbage he finds. He spends a lot of time in the slums of Ghana. But this particular project was done on the streets of New York. So he picked up some garbage from there, turned it into art, and I think it's going to be basically photographs of the art that he's created out of the garbage. And this guy, Tiny Kingdom, is another one of the team members. So I think we saw there's an AMA happening on Friday, 8 p.m. Japan time. And you can see here that we've got Tiny Kingdom listed as a founder, Huck Hook as another founder, and community manager, Web3 Queer, and artist MAGO. So that's maybe worth checking out if you are available on the 26th, Friday, 8 p.m. Japan time. And next we have at number 10, another new project, City Boy and City Girl, with 17 ETH for the week. And you can see here, this is a revealed project.
$46 owners out of 49 pieces. Neil, what do you think of that?
Yeah, very high number. So this, but look at this floor price, 5 ETH. So there's just a few pieces that are actually for sale. So again, this looks like it's, we don't know the whole story behind this, but there's obviously like big support for this project. And it's hard to say whether this is just the beginning of something bigger coming along or not. And I had a look at the Twitter here, and we can see like, City Boy and City Girl number 20, 7.1 ETH by this person, and 5.5 1 ETH by this person. Thank you. So that was the City Boy and the City Girl, so a pair of them going for auction. So maybe this is going to continue to be auctions, or there could be something else coming along.
The owners wanting to hold on to what they've got.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of these small collections with high ownership and pretty high floor prices. So I think they're totally diamond handing because they're basically somehow related to the project, or know the project, or know where it's going to be coming next in the project. And moving on, we have X2E Heroes. So this says, mentions step-in and sort of play to earn paradigm. And this is a DAO, so it's actually an X2E DAO and X2E Heroes. And it looks like the team of characters for whatever's going to happen in this play to earn ecosystem is slowly being built up. And so as the characters are revealed, they're auctioned off, and then you see that their sidekicks are also appear and get auctioned off. So here's the list of the characters and the sidekick. So we've got Kudea and Inomaru. There's no English for this one. And then it says who the holder is and when it was sold and what it was sold for. So this is, if you're going to be listed on the web page as the holder, so these are definitely DAO members that are supporting the project and wanting to be one of the sort of genesis holders of the key characters and sidekicks, I think. So here's another example. Ururu is the sidekick, and Aqua is the character, Gaia, and Kude. And then you see some of the sidekicks are coming soon. So it's still unfolding story. And we look here and we can see that they've got a September 19th mint of 10,000 pieces on Ethereum with an 001 price. And it says 9/18 so September 18th pre-sale. So that's when the big project's dropping.
So that's September 18th. That says sidekicks. So we don't know what's going to happen with the main characters. There's 8 of them. Is there 8 of them? 5 of them were revealed and have been sold, and there's a question mark on 3 of them. We don't know what the plan is for the other ones. So we have 8 here. Okay.
8 here, yeah. Yeah, so there's definitely, I think the best way would be to jump into the DAO. We haven't checked the Discord yet, so we don't know if it's if there's any English happening there. But it's interesting to see this, because we've highlighted a couple other projects that also look like there's some kind of game coming down the pipeline. There was a different Heroes DAO type project, if you recall, that did a collaboration with Crypto Ninja partners. So there's definitely going to be seeing more of this kind of stuff. And this guy who's in charge, Aki Shacho, of course means president. So it's a DAO, but they've got a president. And next we've got Space CROCOS. So we've got a crocodile project, that's number 15 on the ranking, and 2.2K items, only 600 owners, so that's even under 30%. And it looks like a bit of a fun type of project. Looking on the Twitter, we see something about, hold 5, you're going to get airdrop 1 free. So maybe they're trying to prop up the floor a little bit. Well, the floor was 02. I don't know what the mint price was. Let me check. Minted 0.25. So it's just around the mint price right now.
A lot of nice pattern fill in these crocos.
Yeah.
I wonder if our artist has any comments on the art or the pattern fill.
Can I just remain silent on the pattern fill?
Sure.
Okay. I like the t-shirt.
Nothing constructive to add, then leave it off.
Sweet.
I mean, if you own enough space crocos and you become a space whale, then there's this t-shirt in it for you. So that looks pretty cool.
That's a cool t-shirt. Right. That'd be really cool to walk around as something that says space whales. Because if you're, does it say NFTs within the P? I can't see that, but
no, it's the triple I. The
triple I. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So if you walk into an NFT event, an NFTers event, rocking that, people are going to know that you're a big NFT holder. You're some kind of whale.
Some kind of whale, space whale.
And that's the ultimate. You're a space whale, and that's the ultimate thing to be known as a whale in this industry.
All it takes is a t-shirt? I'm picking one up.
No, you got to pick up a bunch of space crocos, and then you can get a t-shirt. Yeah, be a whale and get a whale t-shirt.
All right.
To me, it's just interesting to see more and more like these projects. We had no idea this one was even coming, and then here it is. It's already minted, revealed, sold out, and now they're working that floor, getting the merch ready. So I think we'll see a lot more of this. So that's it for the alpha. And Steve, you want to move into a recap of the spaces?
Sure. Yeah, we had a few different guests on. We had a great conversation. First of all, we had Denjin, who is a longtime friend of the show, friend of the spaces. He is one of the management of NFT JPN, does so much work for them. And he was at GEISAI number 21 on Sunday and talked about that. And that was cool because that is an art festival that was going on for several years. It took a 5 or 6 year hiatus. It came back this year, and it's being sponsored by Murakami Takeshi's art group. And they are trying to help upcoming artists show their stuff and talk about their stuff. So we had a great conversation on GEISAI. So check that out on our Spaces recording. There you see some tweets, some pictures of the proceedings, some of the stuff that was going on. Murakami-san was actually there. He was cited. There's a tweet. We see photographic evidence of that. There he is from the official Twitter. I guess not doing any official promo pictures there, just kind of walking around checking out the art, which is cool.
Yeah, it was good to have that sort of on the ground reporting. Very like it was very much like a report from a reporter on the ground at the event, and he had a lot of detail to add about the people who were there, the kind of projects that he saw, and also just what they were trying to do for, you know, sort of real-time interactive stuff with NFTs. So check out the conversation, learn a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. He's an artist in his own right. Very thoughtful. Has a lot of good. Always has a lot of good kind of input on stuff. He's a CloneX holder, so I think there's a mini CloneX get together there. So really cool. It was really cool to hear about that. What was going on?
For sure, yeah. And then in the second part, we talked to Zach and MetaZor from Mitama Mint. Zach's a local player here in Tokyo. We see him around at our events, different events, regular attendee at the NFTers meetup. And he and his partner are working on this project, Mitama Mint, and it's a charity-focused collection. The finished work is going to be full 3D avatars. On the site here, though, you can see some of the general shapes and what it's going to be. The Mitama are as they describe it, sort of Japanese spirits that are a little bit mischievous, a little snarky. But their basic mission is just to do something of social good, and primarily through charity. And you know, there's the common refrain that we all hear, that, you know, charities have so much overhead, and it's a bucket full of holes to try to move money around in the charity space. So they want to do something that that not only streamlines the process, but also sort of gives the community a chance to have input, very direct input, on what charities will be supported eventually through their fundraising. So we'll be staying in touch with them, and look forward to seeing how that develops. We're in talks also to do a collaboration with them. Part of that could be a possible collaboration as a Genesis collaborator for the NEKO COLLAB project, and there might be some stuff going the other direction with us helping to skin some of their eventual three-dimensional pieces. So we'll see how that plays out. But a good conversation with them, and they go into quite a bit of detail about how their whole community structure will break down. And they do have we'll have a link to the website below. But they've got a new website launching soon, and we'll probably talk to them again shortly after that. So interesting local project focusing on charity. And then we talked to ABASA as well. ABASA, a big player in the local space, has been into crypto forever and is a collaboration partner. And we're doing some really cool stuff with his GACHI project. Steve, you have your head around that pretty well, right?
Do I have my head around it? Well, just what ABASA has told us about. There's two different things that they're doing that they're going to feature the NEKO Alliance. One is this picture-in-picture thing that they're doing. So you can, first of all, if you've got a BAYC and a GACHI in your wallet, your GACHI will feature that BAYC on its T-shirt. He dropped some cool alpha in the spaces, and he said that the next project that's going to be featured is the NEKO Alliance. So if you want a picture-in-picture, GACHI picture-in-picture, for now, you better have a Bored Ape or you better have a NEKO in your wallet. So you can get that
right.
GACHI. So that's going to be really cool. And then he's got the Kao Pass, which is going to feature. Well, it's going to be something that you can hold to get access to different things, and can have it in your wallet based on when you got it, based on your status. You can have different types of Kao Passes, but they are going to integrate the NEKO Alliance in this piece as well. So that's really cool. So we'll be the first real partner actually in their project. So that's really exciting.
Most definitely, yeah. And they've got a great team. I think they have 10 different artists they're working with on the project. Like you mentioned, maybe 11. Yeah, and as you can see, like the Kao Pass is not just for the non-Japanese speakers. It's Kao means face in Japanese. So just to be 100% clear on that, if you're only listening along and not watching, yeah, that's what the Kao is the face pass, basically.
Yeah, looking forward to working with GACHI. This is going to be cool.
Absolutely. Great to have them on board as a Genesis collaborator for our collection. And I think the last thing, community news, we've got the next NFTers meetup coming up not a week from today. It's coming up on Tuesday, actually.
Yep, next Tuesday, 8 p.m., same place, Trunk Hotel in Shibuya, which is, a great place. I mean, it's just beautiful, nice, spacious lobby with lots of comfy chairs. So you can stand and talk or grab a couple of people and sit and talk, have an adult beverage, and enjoy yourself. And always a lot of people. It's just amazing how many people that show up that, we have met. A lot of regulars, plus a lot of people we have met before that are, in the NFT space in Tokyo. So if you want to do an IRL, this is a good one. Really get to know a bunch of people.
And it's free to go. You don't have to pay to get in.
Free to go. And here's another event coming up. So we mentioned this a couple times. So yesterday or the day before, we had round 2 of the NFT Party Tokyo tickets dropped. They sold out in 9 minutes this time. The first 100 sold out in 2 minutes. The next 400 have now sold out in 9 minutes. But if you didn't score one, don't worry. Round 3 is coming up on. So it says 1st to 7th. So I don't know if this is going to be like a bigger. It still says limited number. But I'm guessing it's going to be a bigger number than the last time, which was 400. But if you want to go, I would get in there quick on this because who knows how many there are.
I need an exact starting time. I got to set my alarm. Try to get in on that. Finally.
Yeah, well, I was so lucky because the other day I just because I'm on Pacific time here. It was 8 in the morning. So it was midnight. It was midnight in Japan time and 8 in the morning Pacific time. And I literally woke up and grabbed my phone, and the first tweet notification I saw was this round going on sale. And it was like, oh, that just tweeted 2 minutes ago. So I was jumped on and scored one, and there was only 15 left. So
congratulations.
Yeah, go quick. All right, that's it for the announcements.
Oh, hey, one more thing just was announced yesterday. Sorry, we don't have a link for it, but we'll talk about it in Spaces, and we'll definitely talk about it in the show next week. There will be a very long community event next month as well, and we'll definitely be involved in that. Sorry, I didn't think about it earlier, but it just saw the tweet last night. I think it's coming up. I want to make sure the date is right on this. It's
it was in September. We'll get it next week. We'll get the announcement next week. It's not like next week, right? It's later.
Yeah, it's 17th. Yeah, 17th of September is when that's coming up. So yeah, we'll talk about it more next week, and then we'll also cover it in Spaces on Tuesday as well.
And of course, we are still doing our collaboration project, and we're busy recruiting collaborators.
We got a nice, it's a nice growing list. Definitely, yeah. Lots of great names on the list, lots of great players, and it's going to be exciting to see everything come together.
So all right, you'll be, lots of opportunities still to jump in there, and also just stay tuned, and we'll be starting to drop some of the names that are joining us.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be fun, definitely. So if you're running a project, you're an artist out there, you're interested, check out our Twitter feed. You'll see plenty of information there. There's a full explainer PDF or Medium article in English and Japanese if you'd like to check that out and see what the COLLAB project is all about. And we're tweeting about it regularly. So give us a follow on Twitter. You'll see plenty of information about it. Also, of course, subscribe here to the show. Give us a like and subscribe, all those YouTube things that people say. Do all those things. Follow along. We're here every Thursday with a brand new alpha and dropping community news and trying to keep people informed of what is going on in the scene here in Japan. Shout outs to, as always, to our friend Sophie-san from NFT JPN, always doing a great job introducing us to creators and projects. Big shout out to Hope-san for his trilingual superpowers of translation and voiceover skills. We'll be hearing his voice very soon when we publish our next interview. Of course, Discord, you'll find a link in our Twitter bio. Jump in there, join the conversation. And we're also on Instagram if you want to check that out. Minimally, but we'll see. Maybe they'll integrate NFTs. They say they are going to somehow. So maybe Instagram will someday be something for NFTs, but at the moment, not so much. So that's about it. Thanks for joining us. Hit those Web 2 portals. Push us through into Web 3. And for my co-hosts and co-founders, Neil and Steve, that is a wrap. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.